Alright, so welcome everyone. This is actually the introduction to a brand new series that me and my brother are going to kick off for NHL19. We're aware that NHL20 is going to come out soon, as you can see over in the right hand corner of the screen. But we're going to do everything that we want to do on here because of different teams we've made. And so we're going to do a completely custom league. So the first part of it, I think, is going to be a custom league 14 playoff, which is all we have right now. So as you can see, you have 4 teams. One team is heads above the other one, but you'd be surprised. One of the best team that we've discovered is actually the Nebraska Nighthawks. So let's go and take a little bit of a look. There will be 31 teams at some point. We have designed color schemes and names for all these teams, but as of right now we only have 4, and our first season will kind of be 4, and then as we continue to build up, once we hit 16 we'll probably do a full playoffs, and then once we do our full playoffs, we'll probably get into getting more. We'll probably make the other 16 take a hiatus, make the other 16, and go from there with an actual season. The cool part about this is that, not the cool part, maybe the different part about this is that this series isn't, you're not going to have any household names. You're just going to have created players. Well, you might have household names, but they're all created players, rather than, players that you know and love from the NHL coming to these teams. It's going to be all completely custom teams. So let me show the teams. So we got the Seattle Winterhawks, which is a team from back when we played NHL18. They won the couple times when we did this. They're a team up in Seattle. If you want to see their logos, this is what their logos are. I tried to copy them as good as I could from the last game. There are little differences here and there, like the jerseys. But overall, this is the Seattle Winterhawks home uniform. Their main color, I believe, is black or white. I don't remember what I just showed you. I mean, just go back a couple seconds and you'll see. These are their away jerseys, and these are their home jerseys, or alternate jerseys. This team is, I think, an overall 94. They have some very good. They have good talent. There are a couple players based on people in real life, like the top 2 is me and my friend Trenton, who might join us for a couple games. But for the most part, I mean, they're mostly just made-up players, that they've been able to put through. And it's been really cool, just trying to remake this whole team. So the next team we're going to look at is the San Diego Buccaneers, which is the first team that we created on here. There is no transfer. My brother made this team. They're a very good team too. He went with the red and black scheme, but also added gold as kind of a symbol of what Pirates look for and what Buccaneers have been known to look for. There's accents of gold in the alternate uniform, and I think he did a really good job with these jerseys. He's pretty good with this team. So that's the home jerseys. These are the away jerseys. I think those look pretty awesome too. He adds a lot more variety than I do. I usually use the same kind of the same uniform for the home and away jerseys, but I think he did a good job there. And you'll see the gold in this jersey. I think it looks fantastic. I really like the color scheme he went with. I think there was one edit I had to do on here. Yeah. So I'm going to do this real quick, and then we'll get back to looking at the players. Alright, so, like I was saying, they're not all this, they're, not real players. This one's based off my brother. He's a 90 overall. He's not the best player on the team. He's been really good. Their goalie's really good. He had a lot of fun making this team. They're a really good team. But some of the other teams are a little bit better. This is probably, as of right now, probably the worst team we have, but they can still win games and compete well and stuff like that. So there's a bit of a backstory with this next team, the Nebraska Nighthawks. They were originally supposed to be the New England Knights. We found out New England was not on here, and I didn't really like any of the logos for the Knights, which is actually a planned team for later on, the Knights. But the Nebraska Knights they're a really cool team. Kind of have a color scheme inspired by Nighthawk at Carowinds, which is my local theme park. So these are their home jerseys. I don't make any jerseys that have the really obnoxious green on, like, as the main color, so that's kind of nice. Their ults are gray, which is really interesting. Their aways are gray, which is an interesting choice, but I really like the choice. And then their alternates are just a different jersey with a different logo on the front, symboling Nebraska. And we chose Nebraska because they don't really have many sports teams or anything like that. Their overalls aren't as good as the other teams. We found out whenever, and this is a weird stat, but the person who uses the Nebraska Nighthawks with their alt uniforms have not scored less than 8 goals. We don't know why, but that's just how it is. So that's the Nebraska Nighthawks. Quick little info on them. Again, the roster similar to the rest of them, where you don't really know anyone. On that roster, there's no one based on anyone in real life. It's just everyone out of Ryan's imagination. And the whole dynamic is Ryan will create all the players while I create the teams. For the most part, I think we're going to get another mic. We haven't decided yet. We might just go ahead and do a camera and just completely say screw the mic and just kind of go based on that camera audio. So we'll be playing against each other in these games. So yeah. The last team is the Anchorage Whalers. That has been a concept since the beginning of this little league that we've decided to make, which I will, I guess I should probably announce the name. The name is the Lever Hockey League, the LHL. So yeah, so this is based in Anchorage, Alaska. Here's, again, their jerseys are a little bit more obnoxious than I maybe would like, but I think they're much more subdued than they could be. So this is their home jerseys. Here are their away jerseys. And their old jerseys are pretty cool. I really like their ults. It's got the homage to the Hartford Whalers on it. And I just think overall the blue and the light blue and the black look really cool with the gray. Kind of almost Panther color-esque, the Carolina Panthers. And so yeah, I think they're pretty unique jerseys. Oh, sorry about that. They're pretty unique jerseys. And yeah, again, I don't think there's anyone inspired by anyone in real. Oh no, you got Hecker, which we put on here because we all thought that was a cool story. But they're a pretty good team. They have worse lower end players than most of the other teams do, but they do have some higher end players. Obviously, Hecker changes everything a little bit. But yeah. So yeah. So I don't know when this series is gonna start. Hopefully, we can have it started by later this week. And so we'll be able to get some content out to you guys. Hopefully Ryan, my brother, will be able to advertise it on his Instagram. I'll try to advertise it as much as I can in my way of. It's a terrible way of doing it, but it's getting done. I think we're gonna stream the games on Twitch, and then we're gonna put the game, and then I'm gonna put the highlights on it on YouTube. But I just thought this was a good introduction. I'll put this probably on YouTube, and then we'll just kind of do this stuff on Twitch as it comes. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe for sure. We'll definitely have more content with this. And enjoy the outro. With new outro. Yeah, it's pretty cool.